You're kidding. Oh my God. That is unbelievable. It's true?
It's true.
Oh my God. God.
Senator Bernie Sanders came to us hoping to learn more about his father, Elias Sanders. Elias was a Jewish immigrant who rarely spoke about his past. Bernie only knew that his father had grown up in the province of Galicia, a part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire in the early 1900s, a time of intense conflict.
Did your father ever talk about what it was like at the time?
He did, and God, though, I wish he were here now to tell me more. I mean, we talked a little bit about it, that there were troops coming and troops going, and they were occupied one day by one army and occupied the next day by the other army. But he didn't talk about it a whole lot.
Our research would reveal that Elias's childhood was far more challenging than Bernie ever imagined. He lost his father when he was barely 5 years old, during a period when Galicia was suffering from terrible famines. And that was just the beginning. When Elias was 9, World War I engulfed Europe. A Russian army entered Galicia and began to terrorize its Jewish population, murdering and robbing at will. Soon after, Austrian forces entered the field, and Elias's homeland became a war zone.
Holy moly. On top of everything else, think about a battle of this horror being waged outside of your door.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm learning now is that the situation was far, far more dire than I had fully appreciated.
Bernie's father survived the war, but the peace brought no relief. The Allied victory in 1918 led to the breakup of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and much of Galicia was incorporated into the newly reconstituted nation of Poland. This unleashed a wave of fervent Polish nationalism, and among the victims were Jews, who were now seen as outsiders.
See, what gets you here is as ugly and horrible as war is. That's kind of organized. There's an army that comes in.
Yes.
This is by local villages. This is by the person living across the street from you.
Yeah.
And so my father grew up in a community where you did not know who you can trust. Maybe the person you bought something from in 2 days would be ransacking your house. I mean, how do you live in that kind of environment?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I knew that it was tough, but wow. Add all of that together, that is a hell of a place to grow up in.
Elias somehow survived the terror and immigrated to the United States in 1921 when he was 16. Arrival records show he traveled alone with only $25 to his name. The odds against him were steep, but Elias was able to build a life for himself in America. And 7 years later, he did something that showed just how important to him that life had become.
Be it remembered that Elias Sanders, on the 14th day of February, it was thereupon ordered by the said court that he be admitted as a citizen of the United States of America.
That is your father's certificate of naturalization.
My dad was a very, very proud American. Not somebody who ever talked about it a whole lot. He didn't wave flags. But he loved this country in a very, very deep way. And the discussions that we've had today made me realize all the more why he loved this country and the opportunities that it gave him, especially from where he came from. You think about his kids playing, punchball or baseball or football in the schoolyard all day long, and what a different world.
I bet sometimes you watch you guys playing box ball or...
I could not believe it.
You kids You don't even know.
Don't even know.
Yeah.
Of course not.
You don't want to know?
And I think, in fairness to him, he did not want us to know.
No.
He wanted us to shield us from that horror.
Retrieving lost stories can be an act of restoration, not only of our ancestors' resilience, but of the resilience of the entire human community. To see more incredible stories, click here and watch the next video.